All right, He Nation, what's going on? So that was an interesting game. That was an incredible game. What a way to start off the NBA playoffs with these two teams going at it. First game of the playoff season, right there, overtime. This series is gonna be fun. I believe this is gonna be a 7-game series between Miami and Milwaukee. But Milwaukee takes game one, 109-107. Khris Middleton in overtime killed us with that game-winning shot. Honestly, I do not know why we keep letting this man get the go-ahead shot for the game win. We know what he did last year. Why are we just sitting there letting him go one-on-one? We got to get the ball. The one person I fear with the game on the line, with the way Miami plays defense, the one person I fear getting the ball to win the game is Khris Middleton. He's done it before. He just did it again. Why would you let this guy get the ball to win the game? You got to get the ball out of his hands. I'd rather have the ball in Giannis's hands with the game on the line than Khris Middleton. And I'm only saying that as a Heat fan because we know how to defend against Giannis. If that ball was in Giannis's hand, I feel a lot more comfortable about us making a stop. But with Khris Middleton, oh no. We've seen what he's done to us. And he did it again. But it is what it is. They take game one. This is going to be a long series. It's going to be an interesting series. And it's going to be a much tougher journey this go-around than it was last season. So I'm interested to see how this goes. For Miami, defensively, fantastic job. And honestly, for both Milwaukee and Miami, the way they played defense today was fantastic. That was playoff defense right there. That was playoff defense. It was physical. It was tough. Everybody was doing what they needed to do. There were not a lot of open shots that was being given up and made in this game. Hell, Miami played beautiful defense. Go back and look at the shots that Milwaukee actually hit. Those were tough contested shots. Hell, Khris Middleton's game-winning shot was contested. Miami played amazing defense. It's what I expect from Miami. I know they're going to play that same level of intensity and that same way they always play defense. They're going to play like that throughout the rest of this series. I wasn't worried defensively. Everybody that was out there was playing well defensively. Even Duncan Robinson at some points was playing well defensively. Though we know defense isn't his strength, he was still playing well in some cases defensively. So it wasn't like there was anybody out there that was playing terrible defense. Overall, as a unit, Miami played great defense. Offensively, however, let's get these two names out the way. Goran Dragic, Duncan Robinson. You two, thank you so much. You two were the only reason we were in this game. Y'all were hitting 3 after 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. Oh my God. Dragic coming up clutch. Then you got Duncan Robinson coming up clutch. You guys were our offense today. You are entire offense, and you helped carry this team. Please continue to play that way down the stretch, because we're going to need you guys, especially with this team. We're going to need you guys to hit those shots. So thank you, Dragic, doing your thing. Thank you, Duncan Robinson, doing your thing offensively. As for everyone else, Tyler Hero did not shoot well at all. He made 2 shots, and the 2 shots he hit were 3. So those threes helped out. Kendrick Nunn was somewhat solid, but he also struggled shooting. However, he had a couple good shots. Ariza did not shoot well, but he made a very important 3 in the fourth quarter, so he also did his thing. Offensively, as a whole, we didn't really play well, but you know what? Other than, it was really those two. It was really Dragic and Duncan that carried us here. However, there were 2 people offensively who were horrible today and are honestly the reasons we lost game 1. Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. Let's start with Jimmy first. Now, I will give credit to Jimmy Butler because despite shooting poorly, he shot the worst out of everybody today. Despite that, the man is still clutch. He has ice in his veins. Down 2, game on the line. We got to force it to overtime. Giannis is guarding him. He gets past Giannis, puts up a layup, ties the game. We're going into overtime. He shot horrible. He can't hit anything today, and he still pulled that off. That just goes to show you that Jimmy Butler is just clutch. So hopefully he continues to be that way. Other than that, Jimmy, there were a couple shots that he missed that he normally makes. So it's one of those type of games. It is what it is. You kind of just got to live with it. But honestly, a lot of shots that he was missing in the paint really just has to do with the Bucks, which is why I give a lot of credit to the Bucks defense. The way they played Jimmy Butler today, they would not let him get in the paint. If he found his way in the lane and took it to the basket, they were going to foul him. They were very physical with him. If he was going to take it to the basket, they were going to knock him on the floor. They were not going to let him get inside the basket. He was going to have to settle for outside shots. The normal jump shots he makes, he didn't make them today. That's tough. So, honestly, in terms of his overall performance, some of that has to really do with him not hitting normal shots. Other of those misses have to deal with the Bucks defense being great against him. However, the one issue I really do have with him involving his shooting was the threes. Why was he taking so many threes? One good thing about Jimmy Butler is that when he's not shooting well, he tries to get everybody else involved. Now, he was still doing that in this game, but he was also taking a lot of unnecessary threes. Why was he settling for threes? At one point, he went up the court. He was the only one there. Instead of trying to get everyone else back, see if we can run something on offense, he just pulls up a three and misses it. Like, that's not how Jimmy Butler plays basketball. I don't know why he was settling for threes today and just jacking up. He jacked up 9 threes. Jimmy Butler's not supposed to be shooting that many threes. That's not his game. So yeah, I hold him accountable for that. Don't matter if I hold him accountable. Jimmy Butler's going to hold himself accountable for this performance because he did not play well. He did not play well. And I know Jimmy Butler, for game 2, he's going to be more prepared. He's going to be looking to be more aggressive, getting to the basket, finding his shot, getting more of his teammates involved, and he's going to stay away from that three-point line. I don't think we're going to see Jimmy Butler taking 9 three-point attempts moving forward. So that it was really those threes that were pissing me off with Jimmy Butler. Other than that, it was just a couple shots that just weren't falling and good defense by the Bucks. So overall, Jimmy shot the poorest out of everybody today. But my only issue was with the threes. Other than that, Jimmy was still playing great defensively, still getting his teammates involved, and Jimmy Butler was still being Jimmy Butler. But yeah, he was definitely one of the main reasons we lost this game. As for Bam, oh my God. Defensively, Bam was doing his thing. We ain't got to worry about that. But offensively, Bam really hurts me offensively. Like I said, man, Bam's my guy. Bam's my guy. That's the guy. That's the guy I put a lot of belief and confidence and faith in. Okay? He's that guy. But he's so infuriating to me when he plays like this. He was not aggressive. I can live with the fact that he was missing a lot of open jumpers. The open jumpers and floaters that he normally makes, he missed them today. Okay. It could be one of those nights your shot's not falling in. I can understand that. He missed a lot of open shots. That one was pissing me off, but I can understand it. My problem with Bam was that he was not aggressive at all offensively. I gotta ask Heat Nation, did you actually feel Bam's presence offensively in this game? I didn't. There was no moment where I was like, yeah, Bam's really doing his thing offensively. His presence wasn't there. I think he had 9 points in this game. He wasn't aggressive. He wasn't looking for a shot. He was settling for, he was just settling for a lot of things. And the shots that he normally hits, he just missed. I was very disappointed in how Bam played offensively today. He cannot play this way moving forward. That's why you saw a lot of Heat fans on Twitter and stuff. They're like, what is this? Is this Bam Adebayo or is this Hassan Whiteside? Because he's not being aggressive and looking for a shot. He's just kind of settling or just not really doing anything. He's not making an impact on offense. So Bam really disappointed me offensively today. Coach Spoelstra and Jimmy Butler and just the team as a general, the team as a whole needs to talk to Bam because he has to be more aggressive. We know what he's capable of. He should know what he's capable of. He's got to get more aggressive. Take it to the back. Bam, you can do this, man. Get more aggressive on offense. We need you to be more aggressive. You've got to be more aggressive. Look for your shot, man. Get more aggressive. If we have any chance of making a run, we need Bam to be aggressive. He was not aggressive today. And that really, really hurt us. It's what cost us this game. As for the Bucks, credit to them. Giannis is still Giannis doing his thing. However, he shot poorly from the field today because, again, Miami's defense always manages to suffocate him. And again, the free throws were a problem. In fact, he spent so long at the free throw line, he got a 10-second violation, which cost him there. Not to mention, I think he was, 5 of 12 or 5 of 13, something like that from the free throw line. He was awful from the free throw line. That's something he still struggles with. You know how that's going to be. That's going to play a role in this series. But, he has helped this time. It's not just Middleton. Last season, it was Middleton. This season, you have somebody alongside Middleton. Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday was making moves today. He was playing great offensively and defensively. Jrue Holiday is going to be an X factor in this series, and he played a big role today. Also, you had Brook Lopez also doing his thing as well, so that was great. But Jrue Holiday was that X factor. Because Jrue Holiday was also, he had his presence both offensively and defensively, Khris Middleton was able to do his thing because the pressure wasn't on him to have to score and carry everything or have to contribute and be that legit second star when Giannis is struggling over there. So having Jrue Holiday this season is a difference maker for the Bucks. So good on them for that. It's going to be a tougher game. It's going to be a tougher series, man. Game 2 is going to be tough. But overall, I still think this series is going to 7 games. I still think Miami can pull it off because despite all the negatives I've said today, despite Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo playing bad, despite all this stuff with the team struggling to shoot, despite everything, we lost this game in overtime by 2 points. You had a great game from Middleton. Giannis still gave you like 26 and 18. Jrue Holiday, I think he had like 18 points. He was still balling. Brook Lopez, I think, had 17 points. So you had 4 guys over double digits. They were still doing their thing. As for us, we were struggling to shoot the ball. There was a point in the game where we missed 10 straight field goals. Yet, despite missing 10 straight shots, at the end of the day, we lost by 2. As a Heat fan, you got to be disappointed in the loss, but you got to feel very confident about this team moving forward, especially in this series. Because I don't believe Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo are going to play like that moving forward. And I don't believe the offense is going to look as bad as it did during the stretches at this time moving forward. So I feel very confident about Miami. I still think this is going to a 7-game series. But I'm still taking Miami no matter what. I think Miami can pull this off. And game 1 showed me that it's not going to be easy to do it, but Miami can definitely do it. Because if we can play this bad and only lose by 2 points, then we can definitely be able to compete with these guys. But yeah, that's all I got. With that being said, tough game 1 loss. That one hurt me. I was thinking about that all the way from when I left work, all the way that entire drive home. I was doing nothing but just ranting on how we lost that game because, like, Khris Middleton beat us again. He did it again. All right, Vay. With that being said, that's all I got. Miami, be prepared. Game 2, we can't do this nonsense. We got it, man. We got it. That's all I got, and I'm out of here, man. Peace. Go Heat!